lost and alone. Brother, take me home. I lost myself somewhere in LA. Can't stop my demons from getting in the way. Hey, what's up, guys? Ben and we've kind of been telling people about this for the last few years, but we've been working on an album. A lot of people thought it was a music album, but we've actually created like a collection of 10 poems. It's really heartfelt. The whole project means a lot to us. We started working on it in 2017. Yeah, I don't know. It's taken a long time. I'm personally really proud of it. I can't wait for people to listen to it. You'll get something out of it. We certainly did. Do you want to say anything?
I mean, I'm freaking stoked, man. Yeah, I think it's definitely like unexpected. It got real crazy, you know. We had to maintain like the utmost secrecy because we didn't want people to know what we were up to.
Yeah, we've been like playing our parents' other people's music and claiming it was our own.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've been lying to my girlfriend for 3 years.
Yeah,
you know, it's a really tough thing to do. And you know, I think the distinction here is important too, right? Like, there's like regular poetry where you just kind of have to like sit and read it, and it's like, you know, it is kind of dull, right? Like,
right, yeah.
It just feels really unimportant. You engage with it in a really passive way. It doesn't feel very exciting.
Right.
What we've done is we've created, you know, an album of slam poetry. And I think that when you listen to it, you know, it allows you to engage with us on a much more like personal, intimate level, as opposed to expecting people to like read it. You know, So thank you guys so much for you know, listening and supporting our vision.
Yeah.
We know that it's really special, and we've been anxious to share it. So
yeah, thank you. Please enjoy. In my head, overthinking, hesitating, left on red. In my head, I'm waiting for a call to bring me home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a few parts that really speak to me, mostly because I wrote them. And don't say this to Ben, but I don't really, you know. Whenever he's honest, like, he cries a lot, and it's just like, it took a lot to like get through everything. Bored on the phone. How long can this go on? I've been biding my time on a scale, looking for something to feel.
You know, earlier you mentioned having to, consistently lie to friends, family, and your longtime partner.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about that? You know, living that lie and what that felt like, and the effect it's had on your life.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it didn't feel good, right? I didn't want to have to do things that way. But I felt like for people to be able to fully appreciate our work, it needed to happen in secret. You know, I think it was probably worse for me than it was for them because they didn't know, but I was fully aware of it happening the entire time. So, sorry, I guess, right? But that's the cost of art. I've been holding my breath till it's stale. Someone, please tell me, what's real?
Mm-hmm.
What's real?
Mm-hmm.
What's real? That was really good.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was really, really beautiful.
I was really good in that one.
You I mean, you were what do you think the biggest challenge of this, you know, slam poetry album was? What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome?
Yeah, I mean, I think that a lot of it really is just like trying to get time to be alone, you know, like if you can be isolated in your own space, you know, and not have people just like bothering you, trying to interrupt like your process. That's really what drives things forward, is like being able to be still and have that peace of mind and not have people who are, you know, uninspiring, to be honest, just interrupting as you're just about to reach the apex of your discovery, you know, your magnum opus. It could come any minute.
Hey, Will.
Hey.
Yeah, what are you,
I'm using the bathroom. I'm using the bathroom right now. Occupied.
Okay. Are everything okay?
Dude, everything's fine. And people can be distractions, you know. So it's better to just completely isolate yourself and be totally alone, even at the cost of your own mental health, because that's how real art is made. Art is pain, you know. I can't tell you how many times I have stubbed my toe on purpose just to like figure out the lyrics to a new poem. That's just what you have to do sometimes.
It's only been 3 songs since I pulled in. I'm counting the leaves that stuck to me, like I've counted the times you've let me down. I clear off my dash and I breathe deep, letting the stillness say its piece. Fist closing round, a will-o'-the-wisp, like you're calling out names to a stray. Is it better to dream than to stay awake when all you want is slipping away?
How does it feel, you know, you spent so much time on this project?
Sorry, can I stop you a second? Do you have any do you have like a cigarette or something? Do you have any?
Oh no, I don't think we can smoke in here.
Fuck. Sorry, you can ask your question or whatever. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm cutting across 3 lanes in vain. Every minute away from you I waste, or that's what I tell myself at least.
You guys mentioned that you had to lie to get the project done. Does that bother you at all?
No, not at all. Fist closing round, a will-o'-the-wisp, like you're calling out names to a stray. Is it better to dream than to stay awake when all you want is slipping away?
Whew. That was good.
Thanks, man. Thank you. You don't want to lie to the people that you love, but you know you have to. And I think, if anything, it just speaks to my mental and spiritual and emotional fortitude that I have the maturity to, you know, recognize that that's just what it takes, and to not be affected by that. I think that's noteworthy. I think that's powerful, and I think that that's indicative of somebody who's you know, really reached a level of you know, I hesitate to say it, you know, but enlightenment, right? Like you have to reach that point.
Hey Ben,
Whoa, yeah, what's up?
what are you doing?
I was just like on Instagram or whatever. Why? How long when did you come in here? I think, you know, vulnerability and honesty is always key when you confront you know, anything in the world of art. Today, I'll be reading a piece of mine off of Will and I's debut album that we've been working on for over 4 years now, entitled Beethoven's Revenge. I'm at the table. I think my hands are warmer now than the mug they're wrapped around. It's killing me how much I can say without saying much at all.
Honestly, I think my favorite is Beethoven's Revenge. You know, we wrote it about kind of antiquity and like this idea of being trapped. You know, Beethoven lost his hearing at some point, and I don't know when, I don't know what year or what age he was, but it did happen, I'm pretty sure. And so the idea of like him getting back at the world, you know, getting back at music, right? He's like fighting back, not being able to hear, and that's just, I think that's very palpable and important.
Throwing whole thesauruses in place of conversation seems to be the only way I can look you in the eye. We're on the concrete, side by side, up in the rafters that's left to die, under the floorboards. It's stashed aside.
We're changing the world.
Yeah, I think anything else would be
Like some people go clean up beaches, some people do philanthropic work. We can touch so many more people
right
through our work, you know. That's the power of spoken word, is it's traveling at the speed of sound, and it reaches the ears of people around the world and changes and impacts them.
Yeah, you know, it touches
and then
them at their very core.
And then they will pay us for that. They will pay us.
Absolutely.
We will get so much money.
By our summer's end, the lawn out back had already grayed, tufts of green left where we laid. Sincerity. Could I dig some up without tearing out the roots? I think when you make something at this level, it can't be ignored.
Right. Yeah. It's undeniable. You know, a lot of people talk about being undeniable.
This is an example.
Undeniable.
That, I would say, yeah. Now old stuttered affectations in place of conversation seem to be the only way I can look you in the eye. We're on the concrete, side by side, up in the rafters. It's left to die under the floorboards. It's stashed aside. You know, starting a nonprofit, getting out and doing like community service, but you know, those are all, that still results in physical things, right? Physical excess, like food is a physical excess.
You don't need it.
Right?
You don't need it.
Water,
you don't
physical
need it. You don't
excess. Need it. But we're doing, you know, a roof over your head, excess, physical.
You don't need it.
And when you speak to me, it's only in a dream. It's only then that I know exactly what to say.
Dude, holy shit.
Thank you, man.
I was forgetting to snap. That's how good that was, dude.
Yeah.
It's more important than food kitchens. It's more important than any work in foreign countries to curb hunger.
Right.
It's more important than helping homeless people.
Absolutely.
Sorry, unhoused people.
Right.
It's better than pretty much anything you can think of. It's better than that.
Right, because it's not physical, because it's ineffable, because it's something that reaches out and it
touches you.
It touches you.
Looking through all of our lows and our highs, when your sunshine flowed like water in my lonely, empty nights. Mm-hmm. You're getting younger as the years pass us by, but all that's left of you is me.
$99 for a great album of slam poetry is nothing in the grand scheme of things, and I think that it's just a matter of time before we're given the recognition and the attention that frankly we not even deserve, that we've earned.
I've lost that feeling, numb to the heat. I took you to my parents' house, your heart skipping every beat. You're getting older as the years pass us by, and all that's left of me is you. Just buy our thing.
You know, people say it's hard to do the right thing. People say that it's hard to
It's
do
easy.
good.
Just have $100. Not $99.99.
That's not even 100.
It's not even 100.
It's not even.
You know how many pennies that is? It's like you could find that probably. Just stay with me. Beg and please don't go. Through thick and thin, you made my worries wash away. I will go where you go. Stay with me. We're before our time.
Yeah, you know.
It'll take both of us dying before anyone pays attention to this.
But if we're both dead, how are we gonna spend all the money?
Fuck. Just stay with me. Beg and please don't go. Through thick and thin, you made my worries wash away. I will go where you go. Stay with me.
Significant, memorable, legendary, legacy defining. These are all terms that I think of when I think of this project. Deep in my heart, I know that this isn't something that's going to be forgotten. This is something that's going to be remembered for a long time.
I will go where you go. Stay with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Great fucking work, dude. That was amazing. That was seriously incredible.
I don't think anybody knows who I am, you know? I'm kind of like Batman. Like, I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't wear a mask, but like, we all wear masks in some ways, right? Yeah, I don't beat up any bad guys, you know, other than my own demons, right? But what was the question again?